Hey, what's up? Buenos dias, good morning. Hola. So, in the realm of allowing and allowance directly connected to self compassion, our ability to be with ourselves with loving kindness and to be with anything, really. I mean, we're talking self compassion, but just compassion in general is, I think, sort of the outcome of allowance. Let's just look at that. Let's look at where compassion is related to allowance. Excuse me. I'm a little stuffy. I mean, that's really what I'm interested in exploring is all these different aspects of allowance and allowing and feeling how they're connected to various different aspects. In this case, how it's connected to self-compassion and compassion. So we become aware of a situation. So the container, the context for this whole thing is being grateful when you're not and really exploring what it takes to live a grateful life in a fucked up world. You're present to the experience of something. Oh, you got that experience. Distinguish. You're feeling that experience, and now you are bringing intentionally allowing that to exist, not resisting it, bringing some compassion to it. As part of allowing it to exist, you could bring some compassion to it, and just looking at ourselves and how we normally deal with ourselves, or how I certainly normally deal with myself, is harshly. I have a PhD in being a dick with myself, and as Abraham says, soothing is solving. So, what can you do just to take care of yourself, to be compassionate with yourself, to be kind to yourself? And that's what we're going to explore this morning. So, let's check it out. Can close the eyes if that feels comfortable and safe where you are. Feel the feet on the floor. Wiggle maybe in your chair just so you get yourself connected to the ground. Yawn them if you got them. Find a posture that's alert and awake but not stiff. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Awareness to the breath. Whether you're breathing in through your mouth or your nose, either way is fine. You're just noticing the sensations of breath, quality of the air, temperature, how your lungs feel as they expand and relax. Do that for a few breaths. If the mind wanders, you could just bring it back to the breath. If there's any part of the body that is calling for attention, you can bring some non judgmental awareness to that part of the body. So you're present here. You may notice an intention that you brought with you to this practice. You can soften the eyes and breathe with a smile. And imagine for a moment you meeting you. And you're just there looking at you, being with you, looking at your body, looking at your life. And you're looking through pure compassion. You're looking at the perfection of your life. And what's almost undoubtedly the first thing that you see is something that's not perfect. Some yeah, but how about some area of life you resist, resent, dislike. And when you find an area like that, you're just going to hold it in compassion. Whatever area that is, whatever thing you did or area you regret or resist or resent, just we're going to take some time and sit and be compassionate with ourselves for that area. Like, how would you talk to you if you were a child and had that area? Feel that compassion in your heart, in your breath. As you hold yourself in this imperfect area with compassion. If another area pops up, you are big enough to hold that area too. And you're just practicing breathing in compassion for yourself. You might find yourself talking to yourself, and you might find yourself just smiling. You might find yourself just expressing love and compassion in some other way. But whatever areas you find, you're not trying to change them. You are literally allowing them to be exactly as they are and expressing self-compassion for that area. How much compassion can you create for yourself? Can you allow your life to be exactly the way it is and exactly the way it's not? And how does compassion relate to that? You can obviously begin to expand this to other people and other situations. This can access to allowing areas that are upsetting or disappointing or frustrating, things you resent, resist, regret, situations. You can just begin to look to see how would a compassionate orientation to them bring about simply allowing. Whenever you're ready, you can take a few more breaths and open the eyes. Ooh. Interested to hear from y'all what happens when you practice or play with that. Playing with the opportunity to bring compassion to something that you're interested in allowing. And by interested in allowing, I only mean that you're committed to getting to gratitude in a situation. You may look, you don't have to, you can resist everything. It's your life. It's no one cares. No one's coming. You can be upset, disappointed, frustrated, annoyed, irritated. You certainly have that opportunity, plenty, right? That's the whole point of working and living a grateful life in a fucked up world. It's a fucked up world. There's plenty to not be compassionate about, but and access to allowance is compassion, I think. And when you can bring compassion, it becomes less important to try and change the thing. You can't really be compassionate for it and try and change it. So allowing is really bringing no change. It's really allowing the thing to exist as it exists. Um, the work with labeling, I think we did earlier in the week, makes a difference here because the thing exists, whether you don't like it or not. But liking it, not liking it, is a function of labeling it. You're adding that to it. It is what it is. So practicing those two, you can begin to see it's a scale. It's not steps. It's a stream. Um, you can't divide a stream, so it flows, and we're moving in that direction. We're moving toward gratitude. So awareness into allowance, and um, yeah. So tomorrow we're going to do a replay of something. I'm not going to do this live tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday. And so there will be a meditation up tomorrow. It just won't be part of the series. And that's what I got for you. Namaste.